Okay, so happy December 25th. Every year, hear you the story. But today we're doing one of our deep dives into the source material you sent us. And our mission really is to strip away all the magic and look at the cold, hard physics of it all. What kind of logistical and technological genius must Santa Claus actually be to pull this off?
Well, what's fascinating is just the sheer mathematical brutality of the task. We're looking at, what, roughly 800 million homes spread out all over the world.
800 million. And in how long?
He only gets about 31 hours, and that's only because he's using the Earth's rotation, hopping between time zones.
Right, so that's not a lot of time to house.
It's almost no time at all. When you crunch the numbers, it works out to about 1,000th of a second per house.
1,000th of a second to do everything. Parking, delivery, takeoff.
Everything.
Oh.
Which means he has to be traveling at 1,080 kilometers per second.
Just for context, that's, what, 3,000 times the speed of sound?
Exactly. And about 1,300th the speed of light.
So the obvious question then is what happens to, well, anything moving that fast through our atmosphere?
It vaporizes instantly.
Just gone.
Gone. Atmospheric friction would turn the air around the sleigh into this massive plasma trail. I mean,
Right.
Far hotter than a re-entering space capsule.
So how does he not just, incinerate himself and the presents?
The sources all point to one thing: a relativistic ion shield.
A what?
A relativistic ion shield. Think of it as a high-energy electromagnetic field. It doesn't just block the air. It actually pushes the air molecules aside before they can even make contact.
So he's essentially carving a vacuum.
Precisely. He's not flying through the atmosphere. He's making a temporary vacuum for himself to fly in.
And that, I guess, explains why we don't hear thousands of constant apocalyptic sonic booms.
You got it. The shield suppresses the shock waves. It makes the entire flight virtually silent.
Okay, so he solves speed and friction, but that just brings us to the next problem, which is, well, mass.
The payload, yeah. If every child gets just one medium-sized toy, you're looking at a payload of 400,000 tons.
400,000 tons. The energy just to accelerate that has to be astronomical.
It is. Like the equivalent of several large nuclear power plants just for launch and all the course corrections.
Which leads directly to G-forces, right? Making all those sharp turns between houses.
Instantaneous turns. And that would generate forces up to, get this, 17,500 Gs.
I mean, a trained fighter pilot blacks out at what, maybe 9 Gs?
Right. 17,500 Gs would liquefy bone. It would crush the sleigh into a ball of metal.
So what technology could possibly overcome inertia itself?
The only plausible answer, according to these sources, is some form of inertial dampeners or, anti-gravity technology.
So he's not just moving fast, he's literally making space move around him.
Exactly. He's creating a localized gravity field, a perfect still bubble where he remains stationary. He doesn't feel the forces at all.
Okay, but even with that, we're still stuck on the time problem.
Yes, that 1,000th of a second per house, it's just not enough time for a biological being to physically do anything. Eat cookies, deliver the gifts.
This is where we have to leave normal physics behind and go quantum, isn't it?
It's the only way it works. The first major theory is quantum superposition.
Meaning he's in every house at once.
In a sense, yes. He becomes a probability wave. He literally exists at every single doorstep simultaneously until he's observed by completing the delivery.
So he accomplishes the entire job in what is effectively zero classical time.
It's mind-bending. But the alternative theory is, I think, even more elegant: localized time dilation.
A time bubble.
Exactly. He warps the space-time right around his sleigh, creating a bubble where time moves differently for him. So for us on the outside, he's just an instantaneous blur, a fraction of a second. But for him, inside that bubble, one of our seconds could be several hours for him.
Which gives him all the time in the world to enjoy the cookies and milk.
And check his list twice.
So to wrap this all up for you, the listener, what this all means is that Santa isn't just a beloved figure. He's a master of relativistic physics, anti-gravity, and quantum states.
The logistical challenge forces the conclusion. He isn't a myth. He's a glimpse into a civilization thousands of years more advanced than our own.
Using time bubbles and probability waves to make deliveries.
Yeah. And I think that leaves you with a really profound final thought, which we pulled directly from these texts. The greatest miracles are just science we don't understand yet.
Something to